What's going on, guys? I see we got Lavelle in the chat. Free the hair, he says. Yeah, maybe. It's really hot and humid. I don't know where you guys are at, but here in the Boston area, it's definitely a hot day. It's humid, so the hair is being stowed away right now. But anyway, guys, we got lots to talk about. Bad Batch, and this is Loki week. And Lavelle, I know you're gonna be excited, buddy. That means Jenny's coming back. President Jenny. Cue the fanfare. All right, guys, hang in there. We're going live shortly. We got John from All New Nerds. We got Ahsoka Tano fan again, representing the ladies and the Canadians. Can't wait to talk with you guys. Hang in there. See you shortly. Hustle Mando in the house.
Pick me up.
What's up, guys? Jasmine isn't here yet. Johnny's here.
I'm here.
Hopefully Jazz will pop in real soon. We got John from All New Nerds.
Yo, what's up?
The rest of the All New Nerds are definitely busy with school this week, and
yeah, we got some
done.
busy nerds.
But we've also
Or-
Ahsoka Tano fans popping in
Okay.
again. Jasmine is gonna be here. Can't wait to talk with you guys. Another week of Bad Batch, and
Another
Johnny
week.
and I were just talking about how Loki is coming this week. and that
Yeah,
that
just realized
crept
that
up on us
yesterday. Yeah,
out of nowhere.
Totally.
I mean, like we spent. I feel like because WandaVision, it was 1 week between WandaVision and Falcon, right? So we ended up
Was it
getting, like-
one or two? Because I remember there was the gallery thing. Oh,
There's Jasmine.
there she is.
Hey,
Hey.
what's up, buddy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Awesome. Okay, sorry it's a bit late today.
All good.
Can everybody in
Um,
the chat make sure we can hear everybody? I think I just changed some sound settings, but I think we're good. Nobody's
I'll do a
complaining
check
yet.
too. Yeah. let's see anything.
Lavelle's here, Mandy's here, Angie's here.
Andy's
Hustle
here.
Mando. What's up, guys? Good to see you all. Yeah, we were just Jasmine. We were just talking about. Are you gonna do Loki reactions? Is that something you're gonna try to do?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yay!
it's
Oh, we're in for a treat.
It's gonna be so challenging though, but twice
It
a week.
is.
Oh my
I
god.
know. With both things.
It is.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
you've been like working night shifts and.
Yeah, I just came off a week of overnights, so my sleeping schedule is still kind of
Man.
off.
Yeah.
But because I was going to bed at like 9, 10 in the morning.
Oh no.
But-
Do you usually stay up for Bad Batch too?
No, like I usually will try and get up early, like go to bed early, then wake up early if I'm off, or if not, I'll just like do it as soon as I come home from work, whenever my
Yeah.
shift is. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it kind of depends.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying you're represent. We need the girl energy in here. We need the Force is female, right, guys? So we need the... Yeah, but you're Canadian, right?
I'm Canadian, yeah.
Yes. Okay. You don't have like a strong accent, but you have like a subtle Canadian accent. I can
That
tell.
really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
okay.
Really?
But are you like Toronto? Toronto
Yeah.
home? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where Star Wars Theory is from too, right? He's a Toronto
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yep, I believe.
But
so.
is that Star Wars Theory, like the biggest YouTube channel?
Oh, Star Wars Theory. Oh, he's from
Yeah.
Toronto. I didn't know that actually. That
Yeah,
from
he's
Toronto.
Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from
Oh wow.
Canada. Yep. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. But is Toronto is that East Coast? Is that East Coast? So is this 3 o'clock for you or is it 2 o'clock?
Yeah. It's the same time zone. Yeah.
Okay,
Same time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were saying it's like super like Lavelle's like let the hair free, and I'm like, dude, it is so hot and humid here.
Yeah.
where we are in Massachusetts.
Oh, I know. Your hair is really nice, actually.
Yeah, it's also like kind of in the way all the time, so that's why I gotta get rid
I
of it.
know
Yeah.
it's harder to manage, right? The longer hair.
Yeah, I get like death threats when people don't you dare cut it off. I'm like,
Looks
"Ugh."
great though. You better not. Yeah, I'm not gonna send you death threats, but you better not.
Anyway, I'm glad, Jazz. Thanks for being here again, dude.
Thank
Yeah,
you for having me.
representing
Oh,
the girls and the Canadians.
wait, what states are you guys from?
We're both from
We're
Massachusetts.
both from Massachusetts. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
I originally
y'all are
met
so
met
cool.
the All New Nerds guys from just noticing they were East Coast and trying to
Yeah.
like hook up with some people in the same time zone.
Yes.
Although
Yes.
Levi, who you met last week, who's on the All New Nerds, he's West Coast. He's in
He's from
California.
East Coast, but yeah, he's
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
he's West.
Oh, okay.
He lives in West Coast right now. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, we were talking about the how Loki crept up on us, and it's kind of like I didn't even remember it was going to be this week until Jenny reminded me.
know.
She was like, "So are we doing Loki this week?" And I'm like,
Jenny, or the return of Jenny.
I'm still like catching up on sleep from like Bad Batch, even though
I know.
Bad Batch has been much easier to edit than a lot of some of the Marvel stuff that
Yeah.
we've done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
haven't
love
gotten-
the half an hour episode.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Not
so
even they're like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I don't really like that, but
They've been somebody
I get
posted
it
all
for
the times, and
editing,
They've
sure.
been descending in like total. It's been like 25, 24,
know.
22, the last
Yeah.
3 episodes. But yeah, the editing goes much
we
quicker.
should be going
That's-
up, not down. Yeah.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
haven't gotten a single copyright like claim yet on any Bad Batch reactions, and I'm usually have a bad history.
That's
with
good.
that.
So yeah.
And yeah, so far so good, right? Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think I've finally just like deciphered the way to do it properly, and like because for so long I concentrated on like eliminating audio and like just trying to like make it opaque.
Yeah,
so
the
that it's
audio
see-through,
thing.
and, like
The audio thing I got claimed many times
it's
from.
I think the most
which is
important thing
weird.
is to like keep the total amount of time that you have like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Is basically the
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that is the key. It
and
just needs
don't
to
let
work.
any
Or-
single individual clip last more than like 8 seconds or so.
Yeah.
And if it is like 9 seconds, like delete a little bit in there, and that might help.
Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah.
I think we've all
In
had
case
to like
anybody
go
out there
back.
was wondering how reaction videos are made, it's
Yeah.
not easy.
Well,
the
yeah.
process.
It is and isn't.
Chop it
but
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lavelle says we got a sister. Yeah, you do. We got, actually, Jenny and I had been talking about how it's a bummer we didn't get you in here for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because it would have been
Oh,
great
yeah.
to have as a black
Yeah.
woman getting your perspective in our
Oh,
conversation.
What did you
Yeah.
think of it? Actually, I'm curious.
Well,
it's
like the whole-
it's my favorite, like one of my favorite Marvel things like ever now. I love that show so much.
Yeah, no, it was really well done. I like how they showed the transition of Anthony Mackie into
Yeah.
the new Captain America.
Yeah, I know.
Because
it's weird to say.
kind of yeah, I know it's
Yeah.
kind of like still it takes getting used to,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I like that they showed his slow transition, and it makes a lot more sense now, whereas
Mhm.
when he was first given the shield by Steve, it was kind of maybe people kind of had their reservations about it, but
He didn't
now-
want it either. So
yeah,
he's
I
agreeing
was
with those people.
yeah, I was thinking more like, oh, okay, I sort of wanted, I guess, maybe Bucky to have the shield, and then
They both have, so they both
his
have in the comics. So.
here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, but it was really well done. Actually, it was quite surprising.
Mhm.
Marvel's very good at that. At developing the characters' backstories a lot more in just these like short TV shows.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the path they go down now, right? In the
Seems
future.
what Star Wars is doing too. So I
Yeah,
think they're-
exactly.
Disney Plus has been pretty
They're on
good for
fire, man.
Disney overall. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but no, it was well done. I like that they showed the race issues as well. So like
Yeah.
it was very realistic, right?
And the
So-
commentary was really good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was expecting to
needed.
like both WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but like admittedly, like Wanda Maximoff and Falcon weren't necessarily not really for anybody, not really their favorite characters. So it wasn't like some extreme. I think a lot of the hype for WandaVision was like just people hadn't gotten Marvel in a little while,
Yeah,
and they were
that-
hungry for anything.
Yes.
Definitely.
But in
yes.
general, like I was pleasantly surprised by both, considering I wasn't that obsessed with either character to begin with. So like Loki, I've been kind of viewing that as like, well, I kind of was most interested in him beforehand. So
Yeah.
I'm we keep talking every week about how we don't want to like ruin our good time with expectations, and
Oh, why? What do
Yeah,
you
'cause-
have? What do you think? What
Well,
else
I
you
mean, like, I
think?
don't want to just go into Loki being like, well,
Oh.
this is automatically being the best. It's
Oh,
going to
I
be the
see.
best
I see.
because,
I thought
like,
you
I
had some,
care
like,
most about this
theories or
character of
whatever.
the 3 that we've gotten, or of the 3 shows.
Yeah.
But we've only really seen stuff from the trailer, and that it seems like it's going to be mind blowing. Like almost everything they show seems like it's a mind bending concept. It's
Yeah,
going to
they said
be
it's a
hard to
genre
wrap your
blend.
mind around
It'd be
some of it.
interesting.
Anyway,
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
we're here to talk about Bad Batch. Let's talk about Star Wars. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I thought of one thing from because we brought up Scarlet Witch, so she's obviously going to be in Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
And there was this like weird comic book poster that Marvel got leaked from Marvel, and Doctor Strange is like wearing his like classic like comic book kind of costume. So he's getting a new costume. So I thought that was cool. Just
Oh.
thought I'd mention that. I don't know. I can try to find it, but
Yeah.
we can keep going. We can.
I don't know if you
We'll talk
caught it.
about
I
Star
didn't-
Wars though. We'll talk about
Yeah. I was about to say I didn't like hearing about how like they had originally planned on having Doctor Strange in the end of WandaVision, and then
I know
they took him
I
out.
know.
that. Yeah,
They
I
didn't
ran
want-
with
they
I
didn't
ran
want
with
the
I
man,
ran with
like,
that
taking
originally
away
because
the-
yeah, we made
Yeah.
a video on the channel about WandaVision, and that was a leak that happened a while ago. So I ran with it in that video, and then it didn't happen. But lo and behold, it was gonna happen all along.
What's
But
going to happen? Yeah.
anyways, yeah. So Bad Batch though. Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry about
Bad Batch. So like I don't know if you saw the thumbnail I made, but obviously
that. Yes.
the main conversation that arose out of this episode was the who's that at the
Oh
end.
my
Who's
God.
who's Rafa's contact?
If
Obviously,
some of
getting
the guys in the
Martez sisters
chat.
back in general was a cool, because we didn't
Yes.
expect to see them at all, right? It was
I did that. It completely took me by surprise.
yeah, they
Yes,
seemed
for
like a
sure.
one and done thing.
Yeah.
Especially since it seemed like a lot of the community in general had more of a negative reaction to them than a
Okay,
positive
hold on.
one
I
last
don't
year.
hate them as characters.
No, I don't either.
I
yeah.
just didn't like the story they were in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So it just like
That's fair enough.
because I just feel like it could have been switched with something
we
a
were
little
also
more compelling.
so eager to get to the meat
To
of
Mandalore,
yeah, we
yes,
needed to.
for
Yeah, we
sure.
knew it was coming, and we were like, it was
For
just like
sure.
this, where it's like week to week, and it's moving just at enough of a pace that like we're not like bored with it right now. Like the
Yeah.
story is actually it's slowly moving along, and
No, it's a much slower pace.
but we know
I-
it's gonna pick up too. We know the
yeah,
second half of the
there's
season is gonna be
there's
crazy.
some stuff that's gonna roll around soon.
I think there's a
Um,
lot more than meets the eye too. I think there's a lot of stuff going
Yeah.
under the surface right now that like when the season is over and we look back,
Yeah,
we're gonna notice
it's,
how
it's
much
gonna be good.
these episodes.
I
are
will
actually
say though,
important.
like the past like couple weeks, not like they've been good episodes, but like I'm not like itching to see.
But
him
Luke
each week.
Skywalker
It
didn't
was one
show
of
up,
those
so
things.
we're
Oh,
all
okay. It was yeah. I don't need
Nothing
something
like
like that.
that.
though.
because he'd be like 6 months old at this point. Or
Yeah,
whatever, 5
but
months.
no, this
old?
this episode, however, like really got me
month.
like excited for the show overall. Again, I feel like so.
Yeah,
There was a lot. There was a lot. So.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying though. It's kind of been like they've been good episodes recently, but kind of more like side episodes. So to speak.
Yeah.
You kind of we're sort of anticipating now. We're at that point where we're kind of, I guess, like waiting for like the next big thing. to
Yeah,
happen.
I mean, for example, with the Wrecker, I mean, like he got his head like
Yeah.
hit so many times, and
that's
it was like,
4
okay, we
episodes in
get
a row,
it.
dude.
Yeah, we
4.
get it. Like,
It was that many.
give us a
This is
little
the
bit of
4th
payoff,
episode in
which
a row
they
where
did
he's
in this
been like,
episode.
oh,
Yeah,
but he did actually say the line
yes,
in
Yeah.
this episode,
that
which
was
left
so
a lot of
cool.
people wondering, did he actually? Because to us on the surface, it looked like he was starting to flip and then didn't. I looked
Yeah.
back at my reaction. I'm like, oh, okay, like he's still with us, but he said the line. He may have already flipped, and we just haven't seen him because there wasn't a Jedi in the room for him to flip out on. So, like,
well, I feel like
I hope
I was
too.
thinking about that with Crosshair, like when the chip thing happened or whatever, or 66 happened. He seemed like his like attitude was a little bit different too, because I mean, like obviously there was a Jedi with the whole Kanan thing, but I feel like he was kind of distant from the group even more. It seemed so I feel like there's
he
some
went
kind of
from being an
personality
a-hole
change
to a bigger a-hole.
yeah so
basically.
yeah so I think
Yeah.
like Wrecker, I'm expecting like some kind of personality change. I'm wondering how the Bad Batch are gonna realize, okay, there's something wrong with Wrecker.
Yeah,
I
he'll
don't- I
basically
don't know
become
yet.
like Hulk, right? He'll just be like,
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but
But you know
anyways.
what? I feel like in the last episode it was he did seem a little bit more irritable to me slightly with Tech
Yeah,
during some of their conversation. So I
Yeah.
started to think, oh, okay, like I wonder if he is different at all. But you're right. I mean, there aren't any Jedi around. I wonder
it
because
could
they're
be,
not
but
clones that haven't I know, right? Soon, but
Yeah.
they haven't executed Order 66, right? And I think that the clones who don't are also targets of Order 66, from my understanding. So I wonder if he would still turn against them, even if there aren't Jedi around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
There's multiple things coming up that we know are gonna like cross paths with the Wrecker's chip situation, and that's running into a Jedi in general. Like, you know, that's obviously one thing. But oh, what was I gonna say? I already forgot. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no.
Give him a second. Give him a second.
Yeah, no, I was like out in the sun, like mowing my lawn, like before this, and I'm just like,
It's so hot, dude. I know.
It's hot.
oh yeah, I was
I
gonna say
feel it.
Tech's little device that Tech was building, where he's like but that was like, also like 4 episodes ago, back on the Ordo
that's
moon.
right.
Right before the
Yeah.
Ordo
I
moon. he
forgot
was
about
like,
that.
This device will help me like inspect the chips or whatever, or try to.
Yes.
He needs to hurry up with that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like that, along with a bunch of other things like Tarkin and Project War Mantle and Admiral Rampart, like those, like all of that's been on the side back burner for the last 3
I
episodes
mean, that
too.
just, I feel like that all just kind of entails Crosshair.
We
but
absolutely
I don't,
need to see Crosshair like in the
Yeah.
next episode. I
So-
feel like it's otherwise.
It's been a
I'm-
little
happened to
too
that?
long, without them.
Yeah, there's no like leak of this, but I'm like pretty positive with saying like I think there is just going to be at some point there's going to be a Crosshair centric episode. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but I do have a pretty strong theory of what we were kind of talking about it on our stream. 2 episodes from now, so episode 8, so that'll be like the mid season. I do think that'll be where we see Rex, and we'll go into Baraka. And we'll get all that stuff.
Oh,
So
this is
we
a
can
good
talk
time to
about that
talk
later.
about-
But
well, I was gonna say.
oh,
we
you want to
talk
go
about
now?
the-
Okay.
Well,
all right.
even though the Rafa's contact thing is like the end of the
Yes,
episode, I feel like that's the main
another thing,
conversation,
yeah.
and we
It's
can
the
talk
most
about
important
that
part.
because
who do you guys think it is?
Rex could
I wanna-
potentially be the
Yeah.
might be Rex. Yeah.
Well, I was kind of
yeah.
during my reaction, I think the first person I blurted out was Bail Organa.
Yeah. Bail
Yes.
Organa.
But now I'm kind of thinking it could be Ahsoka too, because they had the R7 droid, and I can't tell if it's the exact same droid as
The
Ahsoka.
R7 thing was insane
Yeah, I was
because
like,
they
they didn't do that
completely
by
changed the
accident.
colors. Like I
The
don't know what
colors
happened.
matched them though. It matched Rafa and Trace. Like they had
No,
the yellow
but there was
Oh,
there was a
true.
scene earlier with R7 that was so it's Ahsoka's droid that had all the normal colors. Had the red and the green and the white.
So you mean there
And then
was
you
two-
cut. And
Well, I
then you
guess you
cut
can have
to
multiple R7s then, right?
I don't know, man.
R2D2,
I saw
R2,
so many people being like, "What is
D4.
this? What does this mean?" All over social media and stuff. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but
I thought the fact that it was R7 was like even more of a hint that it was an association with Ahsoka, like that they have
That's
her
why-
droid,
yeah.
like they already are friends with her. But I do
Well,
agree
they-
with
they
people
said
that say
he.
like it had like Force user vibes to it. For one, it just seemed very like ominous almost, and like
yeah,
the way it kind of just turned around and didn't say anything. I don't know, because I feel like we already got in season 7 when Anakin and Obi-Wan walk in, they're like, "What's this all about?" And then like Ahsoka turns around like
Yeah.
all hot
Yeah.
shit,
And
and she's
it's kind of like that when she's Fulcrum, right?
yeah.
uh-huh.
like,
I
just
don't
moving ahead.
I don't want to ruin that, but they did say heat patch.
Yeah, the
So,
subtitles say him.
I
yeah.
wish it was Ahsoka
Oh,
too. I don't
shoot.
think that's Ahsoka. I don't think that could be a lead to Ahsoka, but I don't think it's Ahsoka. Obviously,
Yeah.
oh well,
Interesting.
we
Well,
all want Ahsoka in the show. I think
A-
that is for sure, but I don't think it's her. If you checked out
Yeah, it didn't.
watch
the
party-
shoulders seemed broad, didn't they? They
Yes.
seemed like
Yeah.
yeah.
we
They
were
look
all
like they're wearing
thinking
some type
that
of-
it might be Mace Windu, and we we were on a whole different
No.
like mindset
Nah.
that
People
night.
need to get off the Mace Windu. Yeah, just stop with
Yeah,
that. It's not.
So I ran with it a little. We ran with it a little bit on our watch party thing, but
my instinct was
I-
like, why would Rafa and Trace know other Force users besides Ahsoka? If she
I
was
got
like,
the vibe that it was like it was hinting at a Force user, just like the music and just kind of how that scene kind of played out. So it did suggest, and also the robes.
I think there's a little
don't
bit of
know.
evidence to support that it could be even Maul, and that
I heard
they
that,
are shady
but-
still, because
Oh.
the argument against that I was actually initially making, that I heard other people make, was that like, oh well, no, that would just undercut the whole idea that Rafa was like she was chastising Hunter for not knowing who he was giving his information to, implying
know.
like we're here to fight against the Empire and you could be like helping the bad guys for all you know. Like, so like it seemed like they were trying to make it clear that like, okay, Rafa and Trace are fighting with the good guys now, and she's like, eventually everybody chooses a side. But now that I think about it, that could be perfect evidence for them being shifty. Like she's implying, she's putting on a,
I'm gonna say because of the R7 thing,
okay.
I think it's a character tied to Ahsoka. It's not Ahsoka, but I think it's a character tied. And also, there is a
just the
there was
fact
a
that
leak a while back from
they
the
didn't
Black
say
series,
anything.
so that's the action figure line, with Rex with a cloak on.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
think that I'm pretty positive that's Rex, and also it seems that we're getting Rex like very, very, very soon.
But I
Mhm.
wonder
I
how would
think
they have met Rex?
that's it.
That's my only.
Oh, another thing that I was wondering was
What,
that
Trace and Rafa?
the Martez sister storyline
Yeah.
happened before Order 66
I
in
don't
season
know.
7. So
sure.
I was wondering if Rafa and Trace would even think now that Ahsoka could be dead because they knew she was a Jedi, and
Mhm.
that Order 66, like they might have heard about that or
Possible.
know that like the propaganda from the Empire is saying like, the Jedi are traitors, like they must all be
I,
killed.
I
kind of
think they
thing.
know. I think they know Ahsoka's alive because my guess, I was just starting to think how they would know Rex.
Yeah.
Because obviously at the end
Yeah.
of season 7 they
Also,
were
she
together,
would
but
need
they
like as
split.
many like friends, like hidden friends as she could have at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah. So
that she
they
could,
split up, and so I think maybe just Ahsoka hooked them up, like Trace and
Yeah.
Rafa and
What about the
Rex.
possibility that
Something
it's
like
not
that.
one person? Like if it's Rex, it could be Rex and Ahsoka. It could be, you could,
Multiple people.
That's a
it's
potential,
Rex
but
in
I
the
don't.
hologram, but then like bam, there's
Whenever we
Ahsoka right
first
there.
see
Like
Rex, I
Bo-Katan is
don't
next
think
to
it'll
her.
be Ahsoka. I think it'll just be Rex, but I think there is a potential for that to lead to
Yeah.
Ahsoka. But then again, I'm not sure. So
Yeah, and then also people
Um,
are pointing out the fact that the contact would have interest specifically in rogue clones, that alone was kind of hinting that it could be Rex or Bail Organa.
Mhm.
Because who else would be specifically interested in rogue clones? But then again, we do know that Fennec Shand is after that. Was after Omega, but now knows that she's riding with their squad. So like now, like their whole squad, Fennec would be interested in finding. So,
Huh.
Ooh.
You guys are giving me a lot to think about. I know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
the
I
more
feel
you
like
talk about it, the more possibilities there are.
I'm
Yeah.
going
And I
back because
also
Hustle
thought
Mando
of.
said in the
Oh, sorry.
chat. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm
I have
gonna.
to watch the
No, I
chat.
was
I'm
just
sorry.
I was thinking that the other people I've seen wear robes were the Mandalorians.
Mm,
So it could be like Bo-Katan, and they did meet briefly as well at the end of the
right.
Ahsoka walkabout arc when Bo-Katan showed up. So it's another possibility.
Yes. So Hustle Mando said actually a while ago. I'm just catching it now. The contact would make more sense to be a Jedi. Again, I said the kind of the music and how it seemed played out seemed like it was a Force user. Because it would make the stakes higher if a Jedi was around when Wrecker's chip takes over.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you felt this way, but I felt when the character turned around in the hologram, it almost had a feeling that it was on like a chair that was like rotating, because it didn't feel like it had like a weight shift to it.
I
like
think
people
whoever
do
was probably standing up.
You think
I
so?
would say, yeah. I was just kind of
Because my honest first impression when I watched was like, wait, is this Maul or something? Because it felt like it was somebody sitting in a throne, and it was
I
like,
think if it was
rotating.
Maul, it would have more ominous music. Like I think you'd be able to
Did you hear the
tell.
little when
I
when
heard
the episode
it.
fades out, you hear that little music that it reminded me of the Siege of Mandalore music, that like subtle kind of
Yeah, it gave me. I you know what? I think we're gonna theorize, which I'm fine doing because I love doing it. But it's
Do it
probably
to
just
death, bro.
it's probably just gonna be Rex. I'm gonna be for real. But
Or a
but
completely new character. What about that? It could be they're
they
just
wouldn't
teasing
they
us.
wouldn't like save a reveal for like a new character.
Well, the reason they would is because it's a mechanism to keep us salivating over it and keep us ready to get the next one. Like, which is
yeah.
basic. They
Well,
have
I
to
mean,
do
like
that. They know how
they
how
could
to
have teased
structure it.
Rampart and they didn't. Like it's one of those
Yeah.
things. So I don't know.
But they also
get what
like
you're
I don't know.
saying.
They wouldn't be interested in pissing off their fan base.
No, I don't think so.
That's true.
They
Yeah, they can't do that.
well.
Do you guys think it could be? I don't know if it could be Obi-Wan. I don't know if that would make sense though.
Yeah, I mean, some people have said that because you're right. It did have almost like a Jedi robe look to it. At first, I
Yeah.
thought it was like a bandolier, like not like Chewie's like ammo strap, but like an over the shoulder kind of. It looked like that, but then I realized it might just be like the edge of a hood. I couldn't really tell if it was like a
Yeah.
Jedi robe or if it was like a Like
Yeah.
We were
you know,
saying earlier, I think you said this too, Jasmine, that my first thought was that it was Bale.
yeah.
So Bale's obviously, like I think he's a character that if you like, you got to be kind of invested in Star Wars to like kind of know who Bale is. I feel like a general
For it to
audience
be
wouldn't
Bale,
know
though,
that. So I don't
you
think
have
they'd
to
have a
assume that
reveal.
Ahsoka introduced them to Bale and kind of like hooked them up.
Yeah, well, I
Why
think
would
either
they know
way,
Bale specifically on their own without Ahsoka having been there, like, matchmaker?
right? I think either way, I think Ahsoka, kept
Is involved.
these people. Yeah, is involved with
I
that
don't know,
contact.
man. I just feel like kind of the way Rafa said that, where she was like, I thought you might want to know. It just, something about it seemed kind of like she was telling a bad guy, like, just so you know, some people have said it could be like Hondo even.
That would be sick.
But yeah, no, the
Hondo,
fact that they
yeah.
didn't say anything, like you'd think Ahsoka would be like, hello there, or something. She'd say, Obi-Wan would be like, hello there, never mind.
Yeah.
Ahsoka would say
Very
something.
true.
I just feel like the fact that they were silent gave it a very ominous, like, this could be a bad guy vibe. But
Yeah.
who knows?
It's
Yeah,
really
another thought was Quinlan. But even though I want that, and I do think that still is the potential for
Quinlan, yeah.
the show. The reason I don't think it was him was because he doesn't wear a cloak usually, or we've never
And
seen
I don't
him in
see
one.
Ahsoka
And also,
like,
I
being
feel like we
like,
could see his hair.
hey girls, here's my friend Quinlan who also survived, and we should be not hanging out with each other, but we
Yeah.
Wait, but is it possible that it's Kanan? Or no, it looked too big to be him.
Yeah,
It did
it
look
was
like an
definitely an
adult,
adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would, I do think that, I mean, I think he could probably pop up again. I don't know. Kanan?
Yeah, because the story, the idea that like Rex knows about the chips, he learned from Fives. He had his chip taken out at the end of season 7, so Rex is kind of like the only one that knows right now, right? So he'd be specifically trying to save as many of his brothers as possible. So we know he has an interest in finding rogue clones that aren't
Yeah.
Order
He does
66.
make the most sense.
And that's the kind of thing that can lead you to Gregor and Wolf and whoever else do get their chips out.
Yeah.
Like, for all we know, like maybe text device is what we end up using on Gregor, or one of those things.
Yeah.
Because I think Wolf implies in Rebels that he did go through Order 66, like, and that he's traumatized by it, and then had his chip removed after having
he did
gone crazy on some Jedi.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
That's
Rex said
correct.
he never turned, which is kind of a lie. But
And
yeah,
he did.
a little bit.
He
A little bit.
And then also Cody. I keep thinking about Cody. Like, that's not Cody in the hologram, but I mean,
Yeah, if it was
it
Cody.
could be if Cody's not in armor, if he's wearing a cloak, or
I think I was thinking Mace the other night, but it just I that's not just something that I mean, like, I kind of want, but I do and I don't. But
if Mace comes
all
back,
the
it's got to
evidence
be in live
points
action.
to Rex. Yeah.
Yeah,
right? You got to get Samuel L.
Well,
Jackson
the
to do
thing
that.
with Mace is Samuel L. Jackson tweeted on May the 4th that hashtag Windu lives. So
I bet he did.
They love messing with us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely, yeah. I feel like maybe it might make the most sense.
Oh, I know who it is.
But
yeah,
It's Mephisto. No, I'm just
yes.
you had me
Of course.
going for a second.
kidding. I'm sorry.
I was like, oh,
Go ahead. It's Ralph Boner.
No.
I know. That was a pretty big letdown. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about Sid a little bit? I feel like Sid is another interesting addition.
I love Sid.
Because
Big
like
Sid fan.
I kind of like already like respected Sid just because she had like the Mando helmet on her wall, and
That
like,
made me kind of
Wookiee pelt on her chair.
She was a little sus for having that stuff. I'm like, how did you get that?
Well, no, I mean, if you remember the Trandoshan like hunter arc in the Clone Wars, like the Wookiees and the Trandoshans are like,
Yeah.
like, they specifically bring Wookiees to hunt them. So
And
like,
they had the Clone Wars. I mean,
I
sorry,
just thought
not the
it
Clone
was
Wars,
great.
the clone helmets too. So.
It was great because she immediately walks up to Omega, like takes the bow and just goes like,
I know. I was like,
oh,
that was sick. That was sick.
Girlfriend, damn. Like she obviously like knew what she was doing, and I thought that.
Yeah,
in
Omega's
combination with, like, the
bow
Wookiee
is
pelt,
sick too.
It's like
So
she may be
cool
kind of
looking.
like an old lady now, but like clearly Sid was probably like a badass hunter
Back in the day.
back in the day. Yeah, so she's not to
Yeah.
be messed with.
Mike, did I tell you about the Omeka thing yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Omeka.
They made a comment in this episode. It was something about Omega not being strong enough to like do the bow or something like that. I forget.
Yeah,
It was
she's
something
like,
about
your
her
weak
strength.
noodle arms.
And I
is
was
what
like,
Sid
well, if
said.
she had a mech suit.
Oh my
She's
god.
strong enough. She had a mech suit.
Did you feel as though, like, how we've been
I hope
describing?
she gets armored though. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
since she had that like Bad Batch doll, and we were
Yeah.
like, oh, it'd be cool if she gets her own armor.
Yeah, I hope she does.
Especially
Yeah.
since she's like unprotected right now. Like,
Yeah.
For
Well,
God's
yeah,
sakes, keep the
kinda.
child safe.
Got the comm link. Now she's got the weapon. So
Yeah, I know. I feel like she's
armor.
upgrading
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, here and
We've
there.
been talking a lot about how like Omega seems to have like her skill is picking up skills.
Yeah.
And here, like, this was like she immediately demonstrated that she was not that good with the bow at first, but then like she
Yeah.
took Echo's advice and then like immediately was good at it. Like
Yeah.
20 minutes later.
Exactly. She seems better at it like when she's actually on the battlefield.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The blaster, when she shot it, it was against Crosshair, but they were on the battlefield. But then in practice, she wasn't as good in this episode. But then as soon as she actually was fighting against the droids, then she picked it up no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also feel like Omega seems like she's having fun too. Like even though this is like your life is at stake and like things are dangerous and like there's just danger.
She's much
like,
more lighthearted.
She's
for
always
sure.
like, see ya, like
I
come
know.
visit me
It's so
sometime.
much
Like
fun.
I like that she seems like that is like she shares in common with Wrecker. And that like every time like he gets the opportunity to like, break shit and he's always like, oh yeah, I love this part. Like where he's, so it seems like
true.
she's got that, she likes having fun. And I liked that about her character. Definitely.
Yeah, nothing really phases her. After she almost dies, are you okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Although like
Okay.
Rafa was just like, why don't you put your weapon down? And she like immediately fell for it. I was like, well,
know.
hopefully she doesn't make stupid mistakes like that
Yeah.
moving forward.
I know.
Not that she
Yeah.
should shoot Rafa in the face with a bow
No.
from a foot away, but still, I still think that's a pretty cool weapon, honestly.
Yeah, no,
the sound it makes is really like,
It looks sick. Yeah.
it looks cool, right? And I
Awesome.
mentioned in my reaction that like when it's all folded up, did you notice it kind of looks exactly like a Y-wing? It's got like
Oh,
a
wait.
I don't know, it just has like the
Oh,
same
interesting
shape.
Look at
observation.
that. Let me
Just
look
sort
at
of like
that.
the silhouette of it is Y-winged shape, but I just like the weapon. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, she
Let's
definitely has the coolest one.
Yeah, and at first I was thinking like it had
Now she
like,
needs the coolest armor.
it had to use like actual projectiles, like, but I guess the energy bow just has like infinite rounds, right? Like any other blaster, except hers are pink, conveniently making it a little more girly, Because I mean, have there been pink lasers in Star Wars at all? Like we've seen green and blue and red, right? Just like lightsabers, but occasionally you'll see like
Hers might be the first, just like Mace Windu's purple lightsaber.
and I feel like occasionally you'll see
Well,
like
we
some
have
yellow
because a lot of people
blaster.
suspected earlier that it was a Night Sister bow, so we kind of have seen Night Sister bows have that pink.
Oh,
laser bow.
okay. So I guess
So-
that's unique to like the bow.
Yeah, that was the
technology.
theory leading up to when we actually saw it, that it was actually going to be a Night Sister bow. But
Yeah.
no, we have kind of seen it, I guess, before. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Another thing about this episode, which I thought was like gave it like another boost in how much I liked it, was the whole we got to see like the droids actually being decommissioned and
Yes.
to see the
Yeah. Oh,
flankers again is-
I'm sorry, I didn't even talk about this. We went to Corellia.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw
was
in
great.
in Kessel Run transmissions in their reaction. I think it was Claire that pointed out. She was like, "That's the same alleyway that like Han and Kira like go down or
It
whatever."
looked
right?
similar.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
it
it
did.
was similar. I didn't like go back and look, but
It looked similar for sure.
they were
yeah.
definitely like calling back to Solo a bunch there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
Which I liked. I don't know about you guys. I was a fan of Solo. I liked the movie.
You know what's so
Um,
funny? I
It's
can't believe
yeah.
it, but I've actually never seen it yet.
no way.
What?
Oh my
She's
goodness.
embarrassed. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, shame. The
I
shame.
know, is that terrible? I
No.
never got around to it. And it's something that I was debating. if
It
I
was a
should
summer
watch
release, so I get
it.
it. It was weird timing.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to watch it. I just
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh.
You can watch it.
I know it's sitting right there for me. Yeah, I don't know. I was debating if I should do a video on it or not, or like a reaction, or just watch it because it was like released a long time ago at this point, right? But
2018, yeah.
Dylan popped into the chat real quick. I don't know if he's still there or not. Hey, Dylan.
Done.
Sorry you couldn't be here, brother. We'll get you on
Yeah,
next
he's
week.
He's a working boy.
Yeah, man. We're all busy.
yeah,
But yeah, the droids. I thought that. Like,
I check
that
it
was
out.
great.
I would check it out. So the thing with me is, so I have to rewatch it too. But my opinion has kind of been like, it's okay. It was fun, but I'm gonna probably rewatch it soon. I think there's some things that I maybe missed or whatever. But yeah, a lot of people like it. Levi likes it. Dylan likes it a lot. I'm the one who's kind of like, But
no, I want to watch it. I feel like there's value in all the movies, right? Like even
yes,
if they're
for
not,
sure.
Yeah, they'll have
100%.
their flaws for sure, but I honestly can't believe I haven't seen it yet. It's just one of
Yeah.
those things where you always mean to get around to it, and then just time passes and you still haven't,
Mhm.
Have you already had like the ending spoiled for you? Do you already like know how it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you not? I was like, whoa, how do you not know? You don't know about that?
And I heard a lot of people
That would have
were
been impressive because I feel
surprised when
like
they
it's
first
just
saw it.
everywhere. Still, I feel. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
I
a big
that
moment.
appearance, right?
Yeah.
But it's
Yes.
funny because I heard that a lot of people who hadn't seen the Clone Wars were kind of wondering what was going on.
Confused. Yeah, no, for sure. That's why everyone was. I think that's why I like me, for instance, was myself, for instance, was so shocked because like general audiences aren't gonna, be like, what? He's back? How? What?
Yeah.
What? Where? Yeah. So it was quite interesting, but
I love that they do that though, because it shows you really you can't just ignore the animated stuff.
Well, we
kind of like it doesn't.
think a Solo 2 was planned, and that probably would have had them all in it. So
yeah, I would definitely like
make
to
Solo
get
2 happen.
Or not Solo 2, but a TV show like a Crimson Dawn TV show where Darth Maul is the main bad
Why not
guy.
all? Do it all.
And Kira could potentially be like the main character even.
Oh,
she was one of the great. I liked her character.
No, never mind.
For sure.
What?
Wow.
I don't think
want to spoil
they're
things?
listening.
I didn't want to spoil anything, but
okay,
there was some cool. There was a cool thing in the comic. I don't know if you guys know about it.
In a Solo comic?
In the Star Wars comic, there's a big crossover event with the comics, right? That started 2 days ago. I won't get, if you do not want me to, I won't say it.
I don't know what you're talking about. So
okay.
I have no opinion.
Well, would you guys be okay if I said it? Do you guys read the comics at all?
We're here to dork out about Star Wars, man.
Okay.
This is your chance.
So there's this big crossover event happening right now with all the comic runs. So it's called War of the Bounty Hunters. It's kind of basically starring Boba Fett. It takes place in between Empire and Return of the Jedi. And Boba is going to drop off Han Solo and Carbonite to Jabba. And in the meantime, the Carbonite block gets stolen. So Boba has to go get it back. And it's revealed in this comic. Spoilers again for anybody who has not read the comic. I don't want to ruin that for anybody. But it's revealed that it was stolen by Crimson Dawn, and Crimson Dawn is coming back, and Crimson Dawn is led by none other than Kira.
Oh, okay.
So Kira is back in canon. And there's been this. There's only one issue of it so far.
I think
that was the big reveal.
You should watch Solo. It's on Disney Plus.
Solo's really good. I would check it out.
I know you have Disney Plus because you're watching Bad Batch.
Yeah,
I know, right? I gotta watch it. Yeah, I think I was like, I was like debating if I should do a reaction for it, and I think that was kind of like
if you haven't seen it, yeah. Although a whole like feature length movie is,
you should do a reaction or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel for like just getting set up and like getting your, making sure.
Yeah, no, it is a lot. Especially for a movie.
I've
never done a movie, so.
Yeah.
Especially because my camera times out every like 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to have these problems and I don't anymore.
I know. I gotta start editing the way you do. I gotta like get on it with a bit more.
Anyway, Corellia. We were talking about Corellia and droids.
Corellia.
So like we go to Corellia and Solo. Obviously, that's where like kind of like the movie begins, even. And we've always known that that's where Han Solo grew up. But like it's not somewhere we never went to Corellia in the Clone Wars, did we?
I don't think we did.
No.
Yeah.
So this was actually our first time going there in the anime.
I don't I think the first time was in Solo. I could be.
Do you happen to know? Because like when we've been to Corellia, both in Solo and in
I'll look
this,
it-
like
I'll-
we
I'll
go
look
to
it
like
up.
a very industrial, like very specifically like shipyard area where they're
Yeah,
like,
no, I literally. I
building
think it was
starships.
literally. I mean, to me, it
But
was
like
I was
when
like,
you
oh,
fly
Solo.
away from Corellia, it's blue. Like it seems like it's like a water planet, even like an ocean planet, which I guess would make sense too, though, if like the ships, even though they're like star destroyers and stuff, like they're still kind of like boats. I don't know. It makes sense.
So it's only been mentioned before Solo.
Yeah, in
Oh.
Clone Wars
Yeah,
or in general.
in
Yeah,
in the
Our first
comics
time
as well and
seeing
stuff.
it in animation.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
Solo, and this. So pretty cool. But anyways,
And actually, we never, as far as I remember, like you never actually hear like Corellia. You hear Corellian. You hear like, oh, that's a Corellian T model
Mhm.
freighter.
mhm.
So you know, like
Right.
a lot of like ships are made there. But yeah, that I do like going back. To that
Koshi,
point.
we think it is. Well, I think we can all kind of agree that it's most likely Rex, given just how much pile of evidence there is. I mean, we can debate other people, but I think we were kind of like Rex, probably,
makes a lot
because
of sense.
we still haven't gotten them yet, and
Yeah,
and
we
all the other
decided that
reasons.
like
There was
even
a
though the
leak and
evidence points towards
everything.
Ahsoka, it definitely was a him because of the subtitles.
Yeah,
and just,
it was a him
just-
for
It
sure.
had like yeah, so
I
yeah.
actually missed that part. Subtitles. Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah. I thought
Yeah.
that she had
Yeah.
said patch M through like EM, like them patch them through, and that way
Oh.
it could be like either boy or girl.
yeah,
She's just
Yeah.
being gender neutral about it, but I guess the subtitles actually do say him.
yeah.
I don't know if we have any evidence of subtitles getting that kind of stuff wrong.
No,
I
but
don't think so.
yeah. It's
but
usually stuff that's hidden in the subtitles or the
if it weren't for that, I
do
would be like,
the-
oh, it's Ahsoka, like R7. They know Ahsoka, like duh. But I
Mhm.
guess that
Mhm.
I'm definitely leaning towards Bail Organa now. Just because I
You're
don't.
leaning towards Bail.
I think
you
any
said?
other character besides Ahsoka or Bail, like there's an extra step you have to take in like assuming that Ahsoka has hooked them up with the Martez sisters, which to me is like that's an extra.
Right.
why I
Wait,
think it's-
You think it's Bail?
As in, like
Or-
I think it's Bail because like he's like a
Oh.
one step like Ahsoka could be like interacting with Bail because she's
the
becoming
thing with
Fulcrum.
Bail is I don't think they would tease Bail. He's not like a tease-worthy character.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
also, I think the music,
This
made
is making me
made
feel
me
more like
think-
it's a bad guy. It's a bad guy.
No, I
You know
don't
what?
think
It
it's
could be a bad guy,
either.
and the Martez sisters aren't necessarily shifty. They just may think
They're a good person.
yeah. They could be like mistakenly helping the wrong person, kind of thing.
Oh,
Well,
Magic
that kind of
Fire is saying
person.
Ahsoka doesn't meet up with Bail until later, like in
Yeah,
canon.
and I
guess,
know,
so.
yeah, the Ahsoka novel complicates things too. Although this
Yeah.
Bad Batch has already proven twice now that
That's
they're
really
not,
Right,
they're
that's
not
true.
gonna
That's fair.
be married to the novel canon.
Well,
we
the
would
second
expect
reason,
them
what are you
to.
saying? Because of Muchi the Rancor?
Yeah, Muchi the Rancor.
Yeah,
the
I
first one
don't-
was Caleb.
I
doing
don't
his-
know if
yeah,
that's officially changed yet.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Well,
okay.
just the fact that
I get what you
there's
mean, though.
lack of
yes.
clarity there means
Right,
that they're
yes,
not being very specific with it,
I-
and that
I
alone
get
is
that.
a sort of a shift in their attitude almost.
Yeah,
Or
for sure.
yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, I do the droids.
The
I
droids,
loved-
yeah, that was
yeah,
really
I
cool.
loved not only that we saw them again, but they got to actually like fight on the same side as the droids, and like they even made
Yeah.
that comment where it was like, I never thought I'd see clankers like helping us. or
Yeah,
whatever
and
he
Levi
said.
was picking up on this while we were watching it. So the factory noise was the same as the Geonosian droid factory on in Attack of Clones.
Yes,
So
I
they're the
was
same
actually
sound
gonna bring
effects,
that up.
which is
Yeah.
really cool.
I saw in your
Yeah.
reaction, Jazz, that you said that, and I'm like, that actually, I hadn't thought about it until you mentioned it in your
Yeah.
reaction. Yeah.
I love how they reuse sounds, and some of the blasters too were, I think, are the same as well. Yeah, super cool.
That's cool.
Very,
we
very
got
cool.
to see them being built, and then now we're seeing them being
Destroyed. Yeah, it's cool. It's a
But
cool.
did you guys see when the droid was like, "Oh, what happened? Did we win?" I thought that was priceless.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
yes
Oh my
and
God.
no.
And I just remembered like one of the greatest like Clone Wars lines, like dad jokes ever was like, is there an Echo in here? And Echo's like, yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Echo. I was like, oh my God, did they really just do that just then?
Yeah.
That was like the most dad joke thing I've ever heard.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was great. It landed
that
with
was
me. I
great.
thought it was funny. It was great.
E-
Because
Echo. Oh, Echo as a character though on the show is like really bothering me because I just feel like
really
he's just
though,
been
I felt like this was a
sidelined.
standout episode for him. I felt like Elko actually
Yeah.
he got to kind of like come to the forefront a little bit more, particularly like when
Yeah.
Omega was training with her bow, like he was the one that like knelt down and was
Mhm.
like, because Wrecker, who's
That's
usually
true.
like her little, or their bros, Wrecker
Yeah.
like kind of whispered like, she's not that very good with the bow, is she, or whatever. He kind of made like a
Mhm.
dick line about her, but then
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Echo,
she's not a natural or something.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then Echo decided
No,
to
I
like
agree.
have patience
Echo's
with her and,
definitely
like, teach
had
her
a
something
little
that
bit
she
more of a
was,
role.
and then she learned from it. So I felt like that.
I think when Rex comes in, I think Echo's gonna
Because if she learns a
have
little
a big
bit of
scene.
something from everyone, like if she learns, tracking from Hunter, and she learns just like being a badass fighter from Wrecker, and she learns technology from Tech,
Rex is in the
and
trailer Hustle Mando.
that like that Echo's influence on her, you could see it in this episode, and where he was like, you need to learn to tune out distractions, and
Mhm.
that was almost like a Jedi master type of advice that he was giving her. It reminded me a lot of that, like you hear that a lot when you hear like the masters training Jedi. It's like tuning out distractions, and we've had an ongoing debate about whether or not Omega's going to end up being force sensitive or not.
Yeah.
But that was definitely that.
I
Type
don't
of
know if
moment
I
for
want
her.
that though.
No, I don't. But
Yeah.
the dynamic between them that way was reminiscent of Jedi training.
Mhm.
So whether or not she's force sensitive, I liked that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because it's not like Echo has anything else you can teach her. Like, here, let me teach you how to have like a mechanical arm.
Well, no, funny you say that, Mike. He's supposed to be like Inspector Gadget. So there was a hut
Yeah.
there was a Hot Toys figure of Bad Batch Echo. And he comes with like so many different arms. So he's gonna start getting arm attachments.
Oh,
very
that's
soon.
right. He has like a giant hammer arm, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got like all the stuff, and he's got a mechanical hand and everything.
I'm excited for that.
He had like one of the stretchy arms. Like it was insane. I was like, what is this? So we haven't seen it yet, but I think the Braca episode is going to be really huge for Echo specifically because of the fives thing, and also I feel like Braca, being a junkyard planet, I think he'll maybe build something there.
Oh,
So
cool idea.
yeah,
He'll use whatever's there at his disposal. To,
yeah,
makes.
Yeah, because I feel like I think Braca is going to be where Crosshair is going to come in. Obviously, so Rex will be there, and then this is where Crosshair is going to finally catch up with the group and everything. So I think it's going to be a big. It's so it is going to. I think it's going to be episode 8.
Oh my god!
In the middle of the season,
Wrecker's
be
chip
big.
is finally going to like
that happens or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the idea was they go to Rex because he knows how to deal with the chips. So I don't know. That's a guess though.
Yeah. I know. I know. I have no idea what's going to happen with Wrecker, if he's going to end up joining Crosshair or.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think he.
We're hoping
will.
Tech can save him in time.
Yeah, I don't
like
think
we'll get a moment of him flipping and potentially like doing some damage, but then like.
And then they'll get into like a fight or something like that for sure. I think. But
he doesn't remember what happened, right? Wrecker
just get Fennec Shan. She'll knock him out in a second.
Yeah, Fennec. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's actually another character where it's like we need Fennec Shan to come back, we need Crosshair to come back, we need Rampart to come back, and Tarkin to come back.
I think it's all gonna converge on Braca. Yeah.
And then like eventually we'll be making our way back to Camino. We can only assume. I don't know if that's gonna be like.
I think it's gonna be a Camino revolution for sure. I do think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. I've heard you guys talking about it though.
Yeah, I think they're gonna show that. So it's just like kind of some of the clones kind of revolt against the Empire.
Okay.
I think the Bad Batch are going to be included in that. So it'll be pretty exciting.
Wow.
So a lot to look forward to with the shows, but I just feel like, I think it's been a little bit slow for the past couple of weeks, but I feel like now it's starting to pick up. In terms of next week, it's not, I don't think, I'm pretty positive with saying it's not going to be with Rex just yet or on Braca. My hope is a Crosshair episode, but I guess we'll see. I don't know.
Well, we're kind of assuming that Crosshair and his conscripted soldier,
the elite squad,
that they are essentially. I mean, they're after. He's after his brothers, right? That's what they're trying to. Yeah, they want to get him.
Well, yeah, Omega. Yes, yeah.
Oh, is he specifically after Omega?
I thought. Oh no, maybe he's just hunting them. I guess. Yeah. I feel like Omega would be in the mix too, but because I I think Tarkin and Rampart
Well,
know
because
about
like
her.
there was never like
know
the
that she left.
Kaminoans had their own like
Right, they had
we need
Fennec,
to
so
retrieve her so
or
that we can
don't know
keep
that, but
our-
I'm pretty sure
so
that
they can keep their little
the
business
Kaminoans
going.
hired Fennec. Yeah,
But
So
then
if they-
Tarkin and Rampart were separate. They
Right,
were
right.
so it's kind of hard to tell. Like I
yes,
don't know.
yeah.
This is why we need to get back to them so that we can like
No,
fill
I
this
know.
out a little more.
I know.
And,
yeah,
and
yeah.
figure it out.
Do you
Yeah.
think Crosshair will be in a situation where he'll have to choose like between like maybe let's say if the Bad Batch like get captured or something and he has to like show his loyalty to the Empire by killing them, maybe he'll like, hesitate or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
what
think
I'm
there's gonna be
back,
some
right?
redemption arc thing, whatever,
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
So, 'cause, I mean, even that moment with Omega in the first episode, it seems like
Yeah.
that he might have a moment of
Especially
clarity
if, like,
or something.
because of Tech and Rex, we're assuming they're gonna like learn more from Rex. Like he'll be able to
Yeah.
specifically tell them about the nature of the chips.
the
and
chips. Yep.
Maybe
Yep.
even Palpatine and all that.
Yep.
But yeah, like if there's a moment of conflict with Crosshair, then like Hunter could be like, we know this isn't you. Like you tell him specifically about the chips and what he learned from Rex, or you
Yeah.
know,
Yep. Yep.
even better yet, show him some sort of evidence. But then like I keep thinking about Rex too, and about how much Rex has experienced, and like even like Rex being able to tell the story like of what happened to Jesse, of what happened with Fives and all that, to be able to convey that information to the other clnes and
To
let them
Echo
know the
specifically,
truth.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be huge.
Oh yeah.
I will be shocked and upset if they don't do that.
If Echo
But-
doesn't specifically learn about Fives, you mean?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because at the very beginning of the season, people were like, "Why hasn't Echo even asked about Fives? Why isn't
Yeah.
he like, where's Fives? Like, what's
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You'd
don't
think
know.
He would.
Um,
I don't know, but if you could
Definitely
consider
have a
what
lot.
Echo has been through and what he may not necessarily be. That might not be the first thing he's thinking about. He's just. So
Yeah,
screwed
I
up.
mean, I don't know. I feel like it would come eventually, but I hope
Yeah.
it's
hope it
with
does, yeah.
this. So
For sure.
yeah.
But all right. So like, what would you, Johnny? What would you give like, but rating up to 10? Like, how would you give this episode?
For the it was definitely a wake up a little bit from the kind of, again, not the episodes, not that the episodes were bad. They were just, a little too slow in my opinion. I feel like this stuff it picked up, but for a score, I mean, like 8 out of 10, I guess. Yeah, it was really, it was.
I would give it a
it's a
7,
solid-
but I think because of the droids, and then also
there was a lot.
I'll
There's
give it
so
more like a
much
7.5.
too.
I think that's
Yeah,
for me.
there was a lot to talk about. So
How about you,
yeah.
Jazz? What do you rate it?
Yeah, I agree. I think in my reaction video, I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Oh, okay,
Or
yeah.
7 or 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
fair.
I agree with what both you're saying. Like it was like a little bit of one of the more side episodes, so to speak, but at the same time, they did kind of tell us a lot too. We got to see the Martez sisters again, which kind of caught us by surprise.
For
And then
sure. Yes.
Droids.
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody expected that.
I know it kind of came out of
Yeah.
nowhere, right?
I did, for sure.
But yeah, so there were definitely a lot of good moments too, and Wrecker's chip as well. Like I really thought he was gonna turn right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that part was good.
He
But
may have. He
for
may
it.
have. Right. Wrecker may have. turned.
Omega brought him back. Like a lot of people said that too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Once he heard her voice, then he kind of
Oh,
snapped.
that's
out.
so
Mm.
sweet. Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh God, I had mentioned
Uh.
a few weeks back how I saw an image in my mind of like the Lula doll, like, and Wrecker will be dead, and like the Lula doll will be like buried halfway in the sand, and that'll be the end of an episode, and it'll just be like this.
Jeez,
I
Mike.
know it sounds
dark
I know,
image.
I know. I'm
Gosh.
such a Debbie Downer, but I like saw it in a dream. It's like a horror, but that would be like, because you remember at the end of season 7 the way it ended with Vader walking away, and it just
Yeah,
zooms
yeah,
in on the
yeah.
helmet,
The clone
and it's
helmet.
like half buried in the snow, and it's just like
yeah.
I actually
eerie music.
read my mind because I was just gonna say that they can't do that to us again after what they did to us at the end of
Oh yes, they can.
that final
Yeah. I
Thinking about how season 5 ended.
I don't
with
think- I
Ahsoka
don't think it's
walking
gonna-
away.
yeah, I don't think
Right?
this season's
That
gonna
was
end
insane.
like in a somber way. I think it's gonna be a hopeful.
You think so?
end. Yes.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking about this yesterday about how the in general, like it's had the show has had kind of a positive vibe to it. There hasn't, but then I'm like, oh no, are they gonna like drop a bunch of like heavy stuff on us? And it's just it hasn't happened yet, or are they kind of gonna keep
That's
this,
I think it's gonna happen mid-season. Then they're
this
gonna have to
positive
deal with
vibe?
it. You know,
Yeah.
through the other half of the season.
Do we
but
think
I don't know.
like potentially episode 8 might be a longer episode? Would you like to see
I-
that so that it's mid-season
That
finale almost?
or I was thinking it might be a 2-parter as well,
Oh, okay. So episode 7, 8 will be to be
or
continued,
8
you
or
mean?
9. Yeah, but I do
Yeah,
think
it could be like
we're
an
gonna
arc.
have one more episode before we go to Braca and all that stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see that because the
Mhm.
episode length might be one of my like I'm loving the edits are going really quickly and I'm loving
yeah, the
that.
edits are going quick, but they're not getting
Yeah.
like.
I'd love
that
even 5 more
much.
minutes per episode just
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
just a little bit extra.
But
For
one
sure.
I don't
this, oh sorry, Mike.
No, go ahead. No, please, you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say one thing that's different about this series versus the Clone Wars is they haven't been doing like arcs as much.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like the anthology type thing that
Episodes.
Clone Wars has been doing. Yeah,
Yeah, so they could
Yeah.
do that at least one time.
like a linear. Yeah, for sure.
What were you saying? Mike?
If well, I don't remember what I was saying now, but on
Sorry.
to something else. But if you consider the way like season 7 was structured, where it was definitely 4 episodes, 4 episodes, 4 episodes.
Yes. Yeah.
And that ended up
The
working
show-
out great.
The show is much more
particularly the-
linear.
Yeah, and then they specifically treated the Siege of Mandalore like it was a movie, like a 4-part movie. You could
Yeah.
tell that it had that like once you got to the Siege of
Felt
Mandalore,
like
it
it too,
almost
yeah.
was like a new
Ugh.
thing. It was like chapter 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Didn't they actually do that? Wasn't it like? Wasn't
Yeah,
it like episode
they
8,
like
9 or 9?
They kind
10,
of
11, 12?
rebranded because
Yeah,
the
episode
logo
9
was
like
red,
chapter 1 or something.
and they had the yep.
They had the
Yeah.
change of music. They had
Mhm.
that.
Oh, that's right. The
original
logo went
cast.
red.
Yeah, the logo
Yep.
went red. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh,
That
Oh,
was
so good.
yeah. Yes.
so well
All right.
done.
Is there anything else Bad Batch related we want to talk about before we start to wrap up the stream?
Kind of
We
thing.
could talk about Loki real quick too, because that's
Yeah.
coming up. Yeah. We covered all the things that I wrote down at least.
Well, do you guys think that last question, is it possible, well, probably not, but the contact at the end there, so they're for sure going to be a different person, you think, than who hired Fennec, or do you think they're connected somehow?
Yeah.
I think it's just the Kaminoans. I don't.
Yeah, Kaminoans
Or an
and-
LSA or something.
You can name like
Yeah.
any scenario, and I'd be like, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like
Um,
there's so many possibilities.
Yeah. No, there is. There is.
I was super concentrated on the way Rafa was talking and sort of like the her choice of words, and it just
Right.
seemed. I don't know if you also felt this way, but I felt like this. It was, although it was the Martez sisters, it was more about Rafa really. Like Trace kind of like didn't
Like
seem
more of
as
a back-
important. Yeah, like even there in that last scene, like Trace has just got her back turned and she's flying and she's not even like having an opinion or anything. Which was like that kind of signaled that it might not be a bad guy, because if Rafa's choosing to interact with shady people, then why would Trace like just be going along with that too? So either it's a good guy or they're like mistakenly helping the wrong person. I don't think that they're gonna be shifty people, especially not after having interacted with Ahsoka and her kind of like showing them that
Yeah.
she's a good person.
Yeah. I don't.
And that they
I don't
shouldn't
think so
hate
either.
Jedi.
I like the mall idea, but I
It
don't-
doesn't change the fact that how like
No.
Rafa was like, that's how clones are, but like you're different. Like, oh, maybe you are different. That
Yes, yeah.
even if Ahsoka proved that like she's a good person and they didn't need to hate her because she was associated with the Jedi, Rafa and Trace may still harbor like lifelong hatred for the Jedi regardless of whether they like Ahsoka or not.
Right.
So that could be another reason
Right.
why they're like Order 66, motherfucker.
I know, so
Um,
it's like, and even before, like, while the Republic and the Jedi were in power, they kind of, I guess they sort of played in the middle. They didn't really get involved in the war, but now it seems like with the Empire in power, they're actually forced to choose a side, which is against the Empire, from what they
Hmm.
told us. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they seem changed, but also kind of similar.
Hmm.
Rafa had some selfish tendencies. I think there were a
Yeah.
couple times where she was ready to leave Omega,
Yep.
like how she left
Yeah.
behind, but then she also talked about picking a side and fighting for good and that. So I don't know. Yeah, they've shown some growth, but Yeah.
And then like when they were leaving and they were like saying bye to Omega, they kind of like kneeled down on the ramp of the ship and they were like, "Keep at that bow, kid." Like it was very like they were encouraging her and being
Yeah.
friendly. They didn't seem
I just don't think like the
like
mall
snakes.
thing would really really work.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't
I
wait
like
to
the
find
idea
out,
though.
Do we think that the reveal is going to be revealed like right away in the next episode? Like that's just gonna or that's
No.
gonna be one of those Fennec
That's why I think
Shand
Rex
in the
is
desert
2 weeks from now.
Mandalorian. We didn't find out it was Boba Fett until next season.
Till next season, no.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Rex, and that's why I don't think it's gonna be this week. I think it's gonna be next week.
And you think
so.
we're gonna actually be interacting with Rex like within the next episode or two, because
yeah, I'm thinking
we see him on Braca in the
No.
trailer, and we
Yeah.
know, okay,
Yeah. So
Oh,
they seem to be
makes sense.
making us wait for a lot of like they're leaving us in a lot of suspense. They have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Like Rafa's contact who hired Fennec, you know, and they kind of seem to be drawing that out a little bit, just to,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah,
pay sense. But
I get that. If it's a good or a bad thing, I don't know.
yeah,
I was thinking too. I have like a feeling that like I feel that like the actual group, so the Bad Batch, I feel like they might like kind of be one of the starting groups of the rebellion. I feel like they might go down that path.
yeah,
it
especially if there's
seems.
Bad Batch season 2 and they want to
Yeah.
have interactions
Yeah.
with like Mon Mothma and
Yeah.
get.
I mean, we have Saw Gerrera. I mean, it seems that like
I saw some people
I don't know what
suggest
Trace
Mon
and Rafa
Mothma
are
could
doing
be the character.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what Trace and Rafa are doing exactly, but it seems like they might, be working with some kind of, early rebel cell or something. I don't know.
Rafa seemed pretty clear about like where I said she was chastising Hunter. Like, you don't even know who you're giving this information to. Our contact is working against the Empire. She seemed very like
Yeah.
straightforward and like genuine about that. It didn't seem
Yeah.
like a play.
No,
right?
yeah, that's why I think. I mean, I just feel like they've interacted with a lot of rebel cells, and I feel like that. Like, I mean, even that like, kind of like conversation that even in the first episode that Hunter had with or the group had with Saw, it just seems that they
So wait,
might be
now I'm
going down
thinking,
that path kind of
Rafa
thing.
and
Oh.
Trace and Rafa, we were like season 7. We thought that was like a one arc and done, and then we were surprised
Yeah.
to get them back here. Do we
Yeah.
think they're gonna be? We're gonna get even more of them in this season. Now they're
Also,
characters.
Trace and Rafa specifically. Mm.
Or just in general, like, do we think that now that we've kind of or is this the last we see of them?
I say we see them again. Probably,
think so?
like by the end of the episode, it kind of hinted at them making another appearance.
It fades out, which is like weird. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's why
to
I
be
almost felt
honest
like the
with
next
them.
episode like should just start right there, like right where it ends. But I guess it
Yeah,
could go either
okay.
way.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You
that
could make
would
us
be
wait
good.
even more. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Trace and Rafa coming back. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it could go either
Right.
way.
Wherever-
I'm not invested like emotionally in their characters. I like their characters.
Yeah.
I kind
think,
of like
like-
Rafa. She's funny.
Yeah, Rafa in particular, like
Yeah.
I like the voice actress. I don't know the name. I'm sorry, but I thought the voice actress is compelling, and also like
Good, yeah.
they look compelling too. It's
Mm-hmm.
there's potential there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
like I'm not like I don't want to see them again. Like worst Star Wars characters ever. Meh.
Yeah.
You know that there are those people out there.
Some people did not like that, but
You get there's some venomous comments out there. People that are like, I was already bored with the show, but now they brought back the boring sisters to
You know
Kathleen
what?
Kennedy.
yeah.
Triggered.
No,
No.
they brought them back to, I think redeem their characters a little bit more.
Mhm.
Like Dave knows what he's doing, so I trust
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And
Which
like
would be
you-
another reason.
Well,
to
it's
make him
not-
shady.
Really, Dave. Everyone says that. It's and for this show at least, it's not. So he has like what I believe to the extent of amount of work he's put into the show. I feel like he's just given notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think he
Yeah.
really has been. He's not. He's not
Unless it's
executive
Ahsoka.
producing
If
it
there's
or
an
anything.
Ahsoka episode, you know that he's all over that.
He'll be
That's-
involved in that.
Nobody else. He wouldn't.
Yes and
He
no.
wouldn't
Yeah.
leave that in someone else's hands and just like give them notes.
I don't know how protective he is.
100%
Yeah,
is
I guess
protective. That's
I
his.
guess.
That's his baby.
that's true.
They gave him episode 5 in Mandalorian season 2. and
Yeah.
that was one
Yeah.
of the better
And plus
episodes.
it's
Well, that
Serious
would make
World
sense
of
because that's the
the
first
Disney.
introduction to a live action Ahsoka. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty huge.
Hey, Johnny, by the way, love the Black Series Mandalorian helmet there, buddy. Looking good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's a cool
Nice.
little set
Did
prop
a
you
review
got
on
there.
it. If you want to look, check that out. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, guys. So like this week is Loki week. And I already said at
Yeah.
the beginning, I know whoever's left in the chat, Jenny's coming back. I know
Yep.
you guys have
Return
been
of Jenny.
you guys have been begging for Jenny. She's excited to come back. She's obviously Star Wars isn't her thing, and that would mean Bad Batch is like
She's read
even
all of
less
Star
of
Wars,
her
right?
thing. What was that?
She's read all of Star Wars.
She's read it. Yeah, no, she
Yeah.
she definitely brushed up on Clone Wars by like reading a synopsis of it, so
Reading,
that she could
yeah.
like talk about it with us.
Yeah.
So she like you can name characters and she'll know who you're talking about to some
Yeah.
degree, but you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah,
Star
I'm
Wars
shocked
is
you
an
haven't got her to watch the Clone
audio-visual
Wars or
medium.
anything. Yeah.
You need to absorb the music. You need to absorb the visuals.
Yes.
It's all
Yeah.
so much of it is eye candy and ear candy.
For sure.
Particularly the original trilogy, which is just like
Yeah.
the music in particular. I've talked about this before. How like the Force theme, Luke's theme in particular.
Yeah,
like,
John Williams.
they
yeah.
always place that. They're like, okay, here's a heavy moment. Use that. Like, and then that. The music does so much more to like trigger your nostalgia and emotions than anything. Particularly that
really
one piece
does.
of music.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
yeah, Loki this week, and
Loki this week.
hopefully we can get it done. Hopefully I don't get too tired because I'm assuming the episodes are long because there's 6 of them, right? It's 6 episodes.
I don't even
believe.
know.
Oh yeah, it's probably
actually.
gonna be the same length as Falcon Winter Soldier.
Mm.
Yeah, so like anywhere between half an hour and an hour per episode, like depending on, it might vary. I would think that a lot of these like the first episode might even be a long one for all we know. The premiere.
Yeah, I actually don't even know. I really, again, just kind of realized yesterday that Loki was even coming.
Do you think what kind of
this week.
crazy cameos do you think we might get in Loki? We didn't even talk about that yet.
Yeah, I gotta do some research on Loki
Oh.
because I don't
I
know
gotta
if
read
there's been anything released. Yeah.
Do you remember before they sort of like rearranged the schedule of like when everything was getting dropped, like what order, like when was Loki supposed to come out originally?
Originally, because I've
you know,
changed the dates a couple
Friday.
times because it was originally gonna be June 11th, which would have been on a Friday.
Because wasn't Falcon and Winter
think.
Soldier originally supposed to come first?
Oh, and the original slate. Oh god, I
Yeah.
don't remember. No,
I can't remember the original schedule.
phase.
So funny though,
4.
like I had booked June 11th off of work because that was when the premiere was gonna be, and then
Right.
they changed it to the Wednesday, so June 9th, and I'm working that day, so it's like
Oh yeah.
I
this
think.
one.
Okay, so it was Falcon, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, WandaVision, Eternals,
Yeah,
Loki.
okay, Black Widow. That's
Black
gonna
Widow was
creep.
supposed to come out.
That's about to
Yeah.
creep up on us too. Are you guys gonna maybe see that in the theater, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, oh yeah. I went
You
to
really-
the theater the other day to see A Quiet Place Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've already been back to the theater.
Yeah, I was.
I don't even think our theaters are open
Great.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
what's
We-
what's Canada looking like?
We're still in lockdown.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think things will start opening up for another couple weeks. Then it'll be at like 20% capacity or whatever it is. Yeah,
right. Man.
at least in Ontario, that's what it's like.
Yeah, things are starting to. I assume for you, Mike, too, kind of
Okay.
open up.
Angie said the episodes are
Oh.
40 to 50 minutes. Feige
Okay.
revealed.
Like,
And
Perfect.
I believe there's 6 of them.
Yeah, I'll double
Yeah.
check, but I believe so as
I'm
well.
excited to watch it. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not sure to edit it.
Yeah.
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 I know, and I
Those
wouldn't be
those
in
ones
such
take
a
a
hurry
minute.
if I hadn't already I feel like in the past the algorithm really likes if you get it up quickly and yours is one of the only ones available, it catches the
Yeah.
algorithm and snowballs a little bit more. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have an interest in being quick about it. But with that said, I know larger reaction channels like Blind Wave. I don't know if you've seen them. They're sometimes days late. They do have 600, 700,000
Yeah, well,
subscribers or
they're the
whatever,
people
but-
with a bunch of subs. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel if you have a loyal people that are subscribe to your channel that watch your stuff, you'll get the views. It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And then also the channels that do the compilations of reactions, they're usually whichever reactions are up are the ones that they get to work with. So
Mm-hmm.
you're more likely to be in one of those if your video is available.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
You work pretty quickly.
It all comes with being a YouTuber.
bit of a race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a full-time job, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, up until all new nerds, you guys are like, with 775 subs, you're getting close.
Getting close. Yeah.
Getting close. It'll be
pretty
before the
exciting.
end of the year that you get your 1,000 subs.
I hope.
Because doing all
No.
that full-time job, almost work when you're not.
Yeah, I
getting
mean, I
any,
work 2
any
jobs, so
revenue
it's
from
like it
it's-
feels like full time.
Oh.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But
Yeah,
we've
but
all been
it's
there,
fine.
it'll come for sure. Just got to keep putting in the work.
Yeah.
that's the
There's
plan.
usually
Yeah.
like one event that can kind of push you over that.
Yeah, I
No.
think we have a pretty good. We've been getting a pretty good schedule.
I mean, I feel like honest,
everything.
like Mandalorian was like I just counted on insane views for every one. On
Mando
that.
was
But-
huge.
But
yeah.
Book of Boba Fett, I feel like is just gonna be the same thing, bro.
I
'Cause
can't wait.
It's not
Cannot wait.
Mandalorian, but a lot of those characters are gonna be there, and it's gonna be
Mhm.
the same. They're doing it in the volume, right?
Yep.
So it's
Exactly.
gonna have
Volume.
super
volume
similar
show.
feel to Mandalorian, I would think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very cool.
Yeah, are we assuming like we know that in that little teaser that they gave at the end of Mando, that Fennec Shan's in there with Boba in Jabba's palace. So
Yeah.
is this taking place like immediately after season 2 of Mandalorian? Is that the time frame we're looking at?
So
I don't know.
I kind of.
Oh, you mean I thought this is like I like made up this like pitch a while ago for like the first episode of the show. I like wanted to just be like the Sarlacc thing. I just want that to be the entire first episode, and then that goes into what we follow in the show.
Wait, you mean Moochie specifically? You have them name a.
Did I say the
Wait,
Rancor? Or did I say the Sarlacc? I know I said
Oh, you said. Oh, I'm sorry. You did say
the
Sarlacc, didn't you?
Sarlacc. No, you're
I'm
good.
getting my
I
coaches
was like,
mixed
wait.
up. So you want to actually be the first episode of
I
Boba Fett?
want to see.
him
Yeah,
getting
I
out
want
of
to
the
see it
Sarlacc.
start with that scene in Return of the Jedi. I'll kind of like go.
That would be pretty epic.
But I want him to, and then we see him like in the stomach of the Sarlacc,
Oh God,
And-
that would.
and
don't
like
wanna be
he's
in- I
trying to
don't
get
wanna see
out,
that.
and then he's like he just kind of sits there for a second, and like I want him to kind of, I whatever the show is gonna like actually like the themes are gonna set up, and whatever the show is gonna actually kind of be about. I kind of want to have like flashbacks could pertain to that. So I was like thinking like, oh, he can kind of reflect on his life, being
Yeah.
digested by the Sarlacc. So we can go back to like Clone
Oh.
Wars. We can go back to
You want
whichever
to see
like
some
young
flashbacks
Boba.
while he's
I want to
getting
see young
digested.
Boba, yeah, while he's getting digested,
Wow.
and then at the end he breaks out, and then
Well, I feel like
and I think then we can that could be a
Cobb
flashback,
Vanth.
and we can go forward.
That's scene with Cobb Vanth. He implied that, or also Boba. Like basically, the implication was that the Krayt Dragon, the greater Krayt Dragon.
Yeah,
ate
no,
the
I
Sarlacc.
know. Yeah,
And
but
that's
just
how
see
he
him
got
break
out.
out of that. Yeah, just see all of that, and then that can be like the kind of flashback. And then
Imagine if they have a
the
scene
last
of a
shot is
greater
him
Krayt
on that
Dragon
throne
eating
again.
a Sarlacc
Yeah,
with
no,
Boba
no.
Fett in it.
And then the last shot of my first episode idea or whatever is like him on that throne, is him back on the throne.
So
in
wait, he
modern
has to.
day,
What
I
about
guess,
him
modern
losing the
day.
armor, like that the Jawas end up discovering?
Yeah.
And, like, does somebody
Um,
discover Boba Fett screwed up in the desert the same way he discovers Fennec Shand and like fix him up and like in order
Yeah,
to do that, like
I would-
derobes him
I would
and
say
takes his armor
so.
off and
Yeah, I would
nurses
say-
him back to health. Because
Yeah.
part of like Boba Fett's story in Mandalorian was him.
I think
implying that
it's
he's
the
a
Tusken
changed man.
Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's why he has the gaffy stick, right?
yeah. I
And
think
why
he
he's
gets
so
adopted
badass
by
with
them
it, too,
for
yeah.
a minute.
No,
So, yeah, I don't know. I
I'm
don't know.
getting
I don't
so
know how they're gonna
excited.
do
Oh
it.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
Good points though. Like it'd be nice if they could show us a little bit of a backstory, like what happened to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I'd really
Leading up
really
to
like
that.
Even not give even you can have like original trilogy flashbacks. You just like I don't mean like I don't need it just for like pure fan service. I mean like I'm kind of saying like moments in his life to kind of pertain and see.
Wait a minute,
through
Visions
his
is
life
coming
and
out
see where
before Book of Boba, isn't it?
Yeah, yep.
Visions, is that like November? When is
That's right after Bad Batch. Yeah.
right after Bad Batch?
Mhm.
Okay, like
Still haven't
no,
got a
like,
trailer for it,
Hold
though.
the phone. I'm so excited. We are so spoiled. Do you guys understand how spoiled we are? Like
Next
we
year's
live-
next year's gonna be even crazier. But
Does
With everything we're
Kenobi come
getting
out
next
next year? I think it does, right?
what?
Does
I'm sorry?
Kenobi come out next year?
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
We
Book
are
of Boba-
so
Book of
spoiled.
Boba Fett ends. Mando season 2, Andor, Kenobi, Ahsoka.
Oh,
I want to scream like a girl right now. I'm like,
No, I don't know if Bad Batch season 2 will be next year. I think that's no, there must be something else.
Visions though, man. I am
Definitely missing something, but yeah,
I am
next year's
so
gonna be
stoked
crazy.
for Visions.
Yeah, Visions.
That which reminds me, like they're gonna have to like drop some kind of. We're gonna have to see trailers for, or
Yeah, no,
teasers
I know
for
we haven't gotten
Visions.
anything yet. That's
That's
why I
gotta be
expected
coming
on
at
May
some
4th.
point, right? And
Yeah.
then also Book of Boba. Like, are they gonna
Mhm.
have a Book of Boba trailer, like a first teaser? That
Yeah.
would have to come out in the next few months too, right?
I was
Oh,
hoping
what?
for May 4th to reveal both of those, but
Yeah, and we
haven't
didn't
got
get it.
anything.
But
So,
that makes it even more like,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't
It'll
know,
be great
but
when it does.
it's yeah. So I think there's probably gonna be like a week gap, and then we go into Visions, and the
Oh, and then Star Wars Celebrations will be back, right?
next year, yeah.
Next year.
Yep.
Oh,
Hoping to go. Trying to track down tickets, but it's kind of hard.
where's it gonna be in
It's
2022?
in Anaheim,
Oh,
California.
okay, back in Anaheim.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd
Yep.
love to go one day.
Yeah. Have you? Oh, you never been?
Yeah.
No, I've never
No,
been.
yeah,
I've never
not-
even
not-
been to Comic-Con, man.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah, but Levi's gonna Star Wars Celebration. He went in 2019.
You have so Jazz. You have so many good costumes to wear too. Like you're already ready.
Yeah.
You could,
Thank you.
just going
Yeah.
as Ahsoka, you'd be like so popular.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you would meet so many people and just
Ahsoka is
have such a
awful,
great time.
Yeah.
Although
I-
from what I've heard in the cosplayers, especially Ahsoka, like it is hot. Like if you're on a convention floor all day, like in a costume, like you are like
especially
miserable by the end of the
Anaheim
day.
or a place like yeah.
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 I forget, you don't-
stand with me.
You don't do any paint, right? You just have like naturally caramel skin, right? So you can basically just
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
just put on like the regular makeup foundation
Yeah.
and just draw
Yeah,
the
that's
Yeah.
right.
on.
Yeah. That because I know like like white girls that literally have to paint themselves with like
Yeah.
latex paint or whatever it is. Like that must
Right.
get so hot.
True, very hot, I know.
And your headgear, your Ahsoka headgear, do you have like regular like white like stuffing in there?
I do, yeah. So I actually bought the headdress that I've worn, the most recent one, the season 7 one. I bought, but I actually had to like add my own stuffing and kind of fill up more because it didn't like
It wasn't rigid enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just kind of give it a little bit more room.
Yeah.
So yeah, I added my own stuffing I got from like Fabricland. So
I know a couple of girls that have gotten their headpieces. I think they're made out of clay by like this guy that sculpts them, and then they get like somebody to paint it too. But yeah, I've heard like the clay ones, they look the most realistic. They look like
Yeah,
actual
some people make
Montrals.
like legit ones. Yeah, it's crazy.
like the one that Rosario was wearing in Mando.
Yeah, very similar.
That one looked like it had like a little bit of like a clay. Like you can't like sudden head movements with
It's-
it.
I think
Like,
it's
you have
latex,
to be
but-
very kind of
but
like
yeah, no, I think it's
steady.
yeah, I'm pretty
especially
sure
with
it's
something that can
latex or
break
some
like
kind
that.
of something like
But
that.
those are probably extra heavy too, and like I can
Yeah.
only imagine that it's just like
well, that's why
lack
they
of
did.
being
That's
able
why they
to move
did.
your head and
That's why they had them
Yeah.
shorter.
being
Yeah,
stuck in this position all day, like with a heavy object on your head.
I don't
like,
think it's that bad, but that's why they didn't have the longer.
Hey, that's why they have the
Muscles.
slave Ahsoka, because you can just looks like a much
Oh,
for warmer weather outfit.
yeah, I know. I would love to get that one. I gotta see how I'm gonna do it. Because I haven't like the cosplays that I do have, I've like mainly like bought the outfit and then I'll add like a couple extra pieces and readjust things, but I haven't actually made it from scratch. So I'm looking to see if I can get the slave outfit somewhere.
How is
or,
your like tailoring
start
skills? Are you do you like make your own stuff ever, like sewing and stuff?
no, not
No.
really.
are you part of like a costume group at all
The
or anything like
501st?
that? Is that in Canada? I'm not even sure.
Well,
Like
yeah,
you
they're
know,
all over the world, right?
are they global? I don't know.
The
Sorry.
501st, you mean?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. I think I missed the first part of the question.
Oh, sorry. You part. I was saying if you're part of any like Star Wars costume groups
Like
or
a
whatever,
costuming
stuff
troupe?
like that. Troop.
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, that was
I'll
really
look it
cool.
up.
Yeah, our friends Whole Night Marauders, AJ and actually all of them are they're in it. So in our area, Mike. So
Yeah. I don't.
pretty cool. They're awesome.
I've
dude.
always been interested in doing cosplay,
know.
but there's definitely
Yeah.
like a commitment to it that
Yeah,
not only
it's-
financial, but like
Yeah.
definitely like
it's
it's a
some
passion
work.
thing for sure.
For sure,
It's a
yeah.
look, for sure.
Yeah. Because like
It
even
sounds like
like I would love to have a
fantastic.
stormtrooper costume. I've always wanted a stormtrooper, but even like a decent
Yeah.
one, you've really got to tailor it to
The
your own
kits.
body,
It's the kits. Yeah, you
and
gotta.
it takes a long time to do that. And then like it's expensive. Like a decent one would be like $1,000 probably.
Yeah,
So
it's
expensive.
you gotta save up a
Yeah.
little bit.
And
Yeah,
then
for
like we
sure.
were talking John Rossi, who's on here last week.
Yeah,
we were
does he
talking to,
does he
makes
do any
sabers and
like
top
cosplays
shelf
besides-
lightsabers alone are like $1,000.
Yeah, the
So,
lightsabers,
like,
but no, but does he do any like costume stuff at all?
I mean, I think he's probably done some Jedi stuff probably, but
right.
I think he mostly just makes lightsabers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But
it looks
yeah,
so cool.
because
So,
Jedi, like the Jedi robe is usually they're like, oh, that's an easy costume. But it's just like,
Yeah,
but then like the most expensive part is your lightsaber.
right.
Yeah.
Usually, yes.
yeah.
So like almost
Yeah.
every costume has got its own ups and downs for sure.
Yeah, it's super cool stuff. I want to hopefully
So
get
much
into
fun,
it
though,
one day.
wearing
It's
it.
just trying to make
Yeah.
time for it. It's cool though. It's really cool. The clone armor, I love.
Oh my god, a Mandalorian! You've got the helmet. Dude. That helmet
Mandos.
looks great. That's
Yeah, just a Black Series one. But
how much?
Yeah,
That's
they
like
did a really good
$150
job.
bucks about
No, it's like 100.
$100 for that.
Yeah,
That's
but
not bad.
yeah.
That has lights in it too, right? It has the
yeah,
like.
it's got. Yeah, I'll show it.
Oh,
That is so.
It's got really cool interior.
I
stuff,
would
too.
totally.
You can see
add,
out of it
like,
really well too. I don't know if you can.
I would add like a voice box
So-
with speakers to it, so that when you were speaking,
yeah,
it would sound.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of the people that do troops and that go to Comic-Con and stuff, you have to put fans in there too, or else you will overheat.
Oh yeah, the helmets. Yeah.
Imagine.
Or
Yeah.
oh,
And
that's-
that requires having like a battery pack, and like you just by the time you're doing all that, you're all stuffing yourself in there.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, costuming is on my list of things that I'm like, if I ever have like
What
disposable
would be your
time
first
and
one?
income,
What would
like,
be your
I'm gonna-
first? Oh, you said
I'm gonna-
Stormtrooper, right?
Yeah, I would like. I just think stormtroopers are like one of those timeless.
yeah.
Like you could have that costume forever, and
Yeah. It's cool
it'd be
stuff.
fun,
Yeah,
and
we'll
everybody
never go out
recognizes it. Like I feel like a character like Ahsoka, like we love, and we Star Wars fans are gonna automatically be like, I love Ahsoka, but like you might have a bunch of people be like, who are you? What's your character? If you're a stormtrooper, nobody's gonna ask you what you are. You're gonna.
That's true. Yeah.
I think Ahsoka's
And
pretty
I can't be
mainstream now,
Darth
but
Vader because I'm not tall, so there's no such thing as. I don't know. You can't be under 6 feet and do Darth Vader. It's just, I don't think that works.
Well, you can get like platforms, but yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You
It's
gotta
just
be-
it's such a
probably have
better costume when it's worn
Yeah.
by somebody who's like
No,
6'5" or
to-
whatever.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
have to. Yeah, you have to be a little tall.
It's more
Like I couldn't
intimidating.
do it.
You can still do it.
I wouldn't want to be a not intimidating Vader.
Yeah.
I want to avoid that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Stormtrooper is
Cool.
definitely doable.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll talk to the Hollow Nut Marauders and we'll see.
Another thing
see how
about
much
like,
a kid is for
like
you.
a
I'm
stormtrooper
curious.
costume, for instance, like you can't really sit in it, or like you
Yeah,
pretty much, once you're in it,
I think
you have
it's
to,
hard
like,
to kind of
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Same with like a
flexible they are.
clone,
I
like a
don't
clone. I
think
would love
so.
to do Cody because orange is my favorite color. I'd love
Cody
to
would
have
be
it.
sick. Oh,
Yeah.
Mike, you should do that.
But even the like the Cody visor is like you have no visibility in that thing because of the
Right.
like you can only see in front.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
a little
That's why Mando, like when he takes it off for the first time, his helmet, kind of like I think someone was saying that he doesn't really, or no, he turns his head. I think, like he's still
Oh,
Pedro Pascal. Someone said
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So he.
oh yeah, no. In that scene with Bill Burr, like when they're in the cafeteria and like
Yes.
he has like a very, you could tell his like social like awkward because he's not used to having his helmet off and he's kind of
Yeah.
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 That was I noticed that detail. That was good.
Mhm.
I thought the acting in that scene, like Bill Burr, was like that was like the standout acting.
Oh,
performance
for
that
sure.
scene
Yeah.
of that whole season, I would say. Which I
Yeah.
thought was amazing.
Yeah. I keep referencing that scene too, just like in other material that we react to, just when they talk about order and stuff, order and
Took a
freedom.
boot. See, there's her Canadian accent. I told you it was there.
Wait, I'm gonna let you guys hear
Did
it.
she do it?
Yeah, I took a
didn't
boot. You
notice
said
it.
a boot.
Did I really?
I think it might have just been cut off. I don't know.
That's so funny. I feel like you never realize when you have an accent until you talk to other
Yeah.
people. I have an accent. Yeah, or even my friend, like she went to school in the States, and then when I saw her for the first time when she came back, I noticed a bit of an American accent.
Oh my god. Really?
Oh, poor girl. You're like
That's funny.
you sound distinctly less smart. You know that?
No,
Good one.
it's just like the slang is a little bit different, compared to Toronto
Mm-hmm.
things we say, but
Yeah.
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 Well-
But yeah, you should definitely get into cosplay if you want.
Yeah,
want
Mike,
to.
do
I want
Cody.
to.
That'd be sick. I'll look.
I
up
would do
what
Cody
kits are for you.
for sure.
I'll do a little research.
Yeah, I mean, I know like those sites where you can get the kits and stuff. Like I said, you have to. There's a lot of tailoring involved.
No, it is. It is. For sure.
Because it's particularly because like really skinny dudes look much better in like armor costumes because of the proportions that they draw them in the animations.
Right.
Like if you look at like Hunter, for instance, his waist is like they're proportioned
It-
like Barbies.
yeah,
Man. They have like
yeah,
long
some of the-
skinny legs and little waists, and it's very.
Well, if it was live action, he'd have like commando armor, and that's just like bulky, like heavy ass armor. So, yeah, looks cool. There's some cool fan art of like a live action Bad Batch, like the accurate armor. But anyways, I think I do have to go.
Yeah, I was about to say like let's
Okay.
wrap this up because I need to be
Sorry,
somewhere
yeah,
too. But
I gotta,
hey guys,
gotta
thanks
go
for
to
being
work,
here.
but-
Guys,
fun.
guys in the chat, if you haven't been to Ahsoka Tano fan Jasmine's page, please go check it out. She does great reactions, a lot of Star Wars, a lot of Marvel, all the same stuff we do, and it's always great.
Mhm.
Jasmine, thank you for being here.
So much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I hope we can keep having you on in the future. And like you said, like you can just talk Star Wars like all day. So
I know the time flies. Yeah.
it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's like we all share it though. We all share the same
It's
problem.
a problem. Yeah.
This is like our AA meeting with each other. It's our like,
Yeah,
I have to get my Star Wars fix out.
you know.
Yeah.
Not everyone understands it.
Yeah.
So it's great having people that do understand it, that actually are excited about it and want to talk about it. And especially in the
that's-
depth that we go into it too, because we're, this is a cartoon we're talking about, and it's great that we can have conversations like this. I enjoy it.
No,
And also, guys, all new nerds, Johnny, the all new nerds. I don't need to tell you, you guys are all Hustle
stop.
Mando,
Oh,
Lavelle.
stop.
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys are you're doing
You guys are great.
watch-alongs with Bad Batch. You could,
Yeah, I've
hopefully
been doing
do
the watch
some-
parties. It's been
some watch parties for.
Well,
I
different,
noticed on
'cause-
Disney Plus actually that there's like a specific like a watch-along button.
Yeah, yeah,
you
we've
guys-
been doing. Yeah, that's what we
So
do.
how does that function work? What happens? You like click
so,
on it and then
it's a
you.
link thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just go.
That way it just
go for
makes it so that everybody's got the exact same
Yeah.
timing perfectly. Yeah, that's cool.
We try to sync.
I
it,
always
so-
wondered about that, but then I saw that feature and I'm like, oh,
It's
that
cool.
must be how people are doing that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So.
Is that
So,
something new
yeah.
they just added on? Because I felt like it was the first time I saw it. Like, I hadn't
I
noticed it
think they
before.
implemented it back on like Man of Season 2. I think that kind of time. So yeah, like last I don't know October or something or November.
Cool.
But yeah, pretty
All
cool.
right. Jasmine, Ahsoka Tano fan, Johnny, all new nerds. Thanks for being here, guys. Really
Thank you for
appreciate it.
having.
Having
And,
it.
everybody in the chat, thanks for being here too.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Bye.
May the force be with.
Yes.